You can stop moving.
Who's moving?
You.
I said you the whole time.
Okay, you're clear now.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm that 1320 chick. I've been collecting a few boxes for the winter build, and I figured right now is probably a good time to finally show you what I've been saving up for. So I have a few boxes that I think you guys will be pretty intrigued with. So I'm gonna open and then kind of explain and go from there. Oh. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you probably know that I'm not very good at opening boxes. So I know that sounds dumb, but I always tend to take a while. So Brian trusted me with a knife. I know it's only an X-Acto blade, but if something happens to me, go after Brian.
Thanks, Joe.
It is your responsibility. You're supposed to keep me safe. And
yeah.
You handed me a knife.
That's fair. I asked if you were ready for the responsibilities, though. Oh.
You're right, I legally took the responsibility.
You did.
Still struggling.
I don't believe that they know the latest of your car at this point.
I don't think so either. So, I have not shown yet, but the car is no longer in my possession. It is at a shop called D&R Customs in Chesterfield, Michigan. You may have heard of them. They do a lot of really fast truck builds. They are doing the cage for me, and the kit came from Fat House Fab. So Dylan, you guys are going to hear his name often because we're going to be visiting him to kind of check on the car and see what's going on with the cage. Dylan is the cage builder, and he is very meticulous, and I've known him for a really long time. So he's been sending us updates on the car and what it looks like, and we tore everything apart as much as we showed you guys, but we didn't disassemble the dash, which I was unaware that had to happen. Brian purposely didn't tell me that. So Dylan sent me a photo of literally the touchscreen on the floor and the dash over here, so I was a little heartbroken over that. But it's in good hands, and I know it's in good hands, and I know I'm paying for my safety, so I have to turn my head like when I see it, and then just know that it's how it has to be. So we're going to try to get you cage footage at some point so everybody can kind of see what the welding and all that's going to look like. And if you guys have been seeing my stories, or I think they're posts, you guys have been seeing I am indecisive. Bear with me, I am still a woman. We have been discussing what we want to do to the car.
Since when?
I don't know.
Dang, you've been defooling me.
Stop it. I know women are more indecisive, so sorry. I just probably debunked women years and years away. Oh, I forgot that we got these. So, let's start with my harnesses. We went with Stroud. I just got one for the driver. We'll probably get the second one eventually, but for now I think one will do. So if you know, you know. But if there's one thing from Stroud, there's probably a second thing from Stroud, and that is, I never thought my car would need one of these. My like 14-year-old self would be crying right now. That's because my 28-year-old self is about to cry.
I was just about to say the exact same thing.
It's a parachute. How cool?
So cool.
So cool.
So explain why your car needs a parachute.
So that's a good point, Brian. So a lot of people ask, like, why...
When does my car need one? When
does my car need one? When I gotten to that point where my car is fast enough. So off of NHRA rules, you need a parachute at 150 mile per hour. So at Mod Nationals, my car did 155.95, and that puts me at the point of needing this. I needed one basically all season, but I just wasn't at that point yet. and I'm glad I had an epiphany and some really good friends to yell at me that I need safety. Excuse me?
Thanks, Chase.
It's Chase. You better comment if you watch this. Chase from Streetcar. So that's why we're doing everything, but you'll have to wait for the color. I'm sure you guys can guess because I'm not very secretive, but have to wait for the color. Get out of here, you're gonna give it away.
I was tucking it away. So
guess at what color you think it is. You'll have to wait till TX2K to know what color it actually is. So here's another one. So these were my Christmas gift. We just put the box back together. Brian. These are my Christmas gift from my parents. They are 5-layer. Figured they were only $40 at Summit, so I figured just add them on. But this is something that Brian has wanted me to get for a long time, and TX2K, one of the stricter rules is that you cannot have a bike helmet, and I was racing with a motorcycle helmet, so this year I decided to save up and put my money 100% towards safety, and this is what I got. Oh, it's just so cool. It is the Bandit helmet by Simpson, and it is not a motorcycle helmet, so I won't be getting yelled at for that. So I guess the question I'm expecting to get is why we did some of the safety items that we did, or why it mattered, but I just wanted to prepare myself for the future when it comes to like drag week, or if I do World Cup, because those safety items, they're very strict on those, so I just wanted to make sure that in the future I won't have any rule books or anything like that, so I figured we would just get the best of the safety that we could afford, and if we couldn't afford it, we would save up for it. So with the first box, you can probably guess what this is. This one's been a pain. Although Motion Raceworks is fantastic to work with, FedEx is not. I guess myself. I didn't realize that the package had to have a signature, and of course we were at work at 1:30 in the afternoon on a Thursday. So we've been chasing it down, and finally it got to the local FedEx, and I struggled, but I got this in the car. So this is what I've been waiting to show you guys. This is the parachute mount. Okay guys, so this goes where the bumper support is, and then we cut the bumper and then the actual part comes through, but this is the Motion Raceworks. So they make a plethora of parts, so if you are getting to the point where your car needs the extra safety, check out their site because they are absolutely fantastic to work with. So I'm really excited about this. It's getting serious. So we have this, and then the part I was expecting it to look like. I forgot about the bumper portion.
Tear the bolts out.
Brian, I've had people call me at work and be like, hey, I had a whole bunch of extra parts when installing my lift. Did I do something wrong? So I don't assume that everyone knows. That's why we're here to help explain, and that's why I'm here to say when I don't know something, because I learn it. So this is the part where the parachute will mount to, so this year we're definitely going to have to learn how to fold and pack the parachute. So it'll end up going like this, through the bumper. I did it through the bumper. I didn't do it through the license plate because I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of crap for what I'm about to say, but the car is still gonna be driven on the street, and I made the mistake in the past video with taking the interior out that I didn't talk about how the interior is gonna be going back in. So I definitely forgot about that, and I want you guys to know that the interior, it's not being gutted. It was just gutted for the cage. So I will be able to drive it on the street still, and I really didn't want to cut into the license plate because although I say that I would probably take it out and drive it and, you know, put this back on for racing. I also said that about putting my Belgians back on, and I think we ended up switching those wheels out, what, 3 times this year?
You did it once because I made you. And then they never went back on again.
Was that the question that I asked?
No, that was the answer I gave.
Oh, so these are some stickers and stuff, some swag pack we're gonna put on the car because the car is gonna be changing up anyway if you've been watching my posts.
There's one more down there.
Is there? Oh, so this is the handle. So what we're gonna do is we're probably not gonna end up using this exact handle. I'll explain when this goes in, but since I don't know if I explained this when we did the bare brake install, but when you do bare brakes, you eliminate the e-brake. So my e-brake is just a loose handle, so we're actually gonna wire this in to be pulled from the e-brake. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. The installs on this will probably end up being in the next like 2 or 3 weeks since we don't have the car, so we are not going to be able to put it on, obviously. But we are going to be giving you as many updates as we can to kind of keep you through the process of what's going on. I wanted to do a live, but I just didn't have a chance the last couple of days when I said I wanted to. But I wanted to ask you guys, and this comes up on my Instagram quite a bit, that there isn't enough behind the scenes. And I would love to give you guys more of that. I just don't exactly know what you mean by it. So if you have said that or you have thought that, could you give me an example or say it a little bit more thoroughly so I have an idea, because I would enjoy to give you guys whatever you guys ask for. I just don't know what you mean exactly. So with that being said, like I said, if you've been catching up with the post, the look of the car is going to change. I just haven't decided 100% on the teal or the purple, and if you haven't been paying attention, the wrap's going to change either teal or purple. Pretty self-explanatory. So
What a way with the words.
sorry, I'm like not thinking much tonight. So yeah, whatever you guys would like to see, let us know. And I definitely had a lot of people ask to do like tech talks with my dad, so I have an interesting topic that I would like to cover with him. So I'm gonna go to his house this weekend and kind of go over and ask him a bunch of questions and his opinion of things, and kind of go from there and see how it does. So we got some SN stuff coming up, hopefully stuff with my dad, and everything with Wylee. Also, I've been thinking about putting a new plate on Wylee. That the name will still be with the car, but I think I'm gonna change it. So let me know what you guys think. I love to hear you guys' opinion and constructive criticism. What are you doing back there?
Boo.
Boo to what?
Plate changing.
Why are you upset about it?
Because it's Wylee.
It can have a name without that plate. Everyone knows brown sugar is brown sugar by the way it looks, not by its name, not by its plate.
You don't know that.
It
probably doesn't have a plate.
I was gonna say it doesn't have a plate.
So it doesn't.
Yeah, so
logic isn't the same.
It is the same. It's based off the image and what people call it. If people keep calling it Wylee, it's gonna stay Wylee. Doesn't need a plate to tell you that. Do people know that the SN is sexual seal whale cannon? Does the plate tell them, or do you?
Me.
You. So guys, lovely conversation with Brian. As always, and this light is terrible. Don't judge how sickly I look by the lighting in our living room. So that's some of the updates that are going on. Not overly exciting, but wanted to kind of show you what we had going on. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys soon.